May I come in, sir?
Come.
Good evening, sir. Good afternoon,
Should
sir.
I call you Panchal or Smith?
Sir, it's Smith.
Smith, come, have a seat, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Your father has his own business.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, what type of business does your father have?
Sir, he is a blacksmith. So he makes structure from iron, like shades and grills.
Okay, that's an interesting one. Now you have done PS and IR, and you had economics as your subject in class 12,
Yes, sir.
and then you did political science.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you took PS and IR.
Yes, sir.
Good economics is bad politics. Since you have done both economics and politics, good economics is bad politics. What is your view on this?
I think, sir, it will also depend upon the political leadership and political development around the country also. It is not always antithesis. Good politics can also comprehend the good economics.
Bilkul.
India
Good.
has been, in this regard, India has been pioneering this, that we have complemented both good politics along with good economics, sir.
Normally, such a statement is linked to the cash transfer schemes.
Yes, sir.
Do you think cash transfer schemes is good economics? It is good politics. I can put it that good politics is bad economics. So it is good politics, cash transfer schemes. But is it good economics also?
So at times even economic survey has raised this question about the financial viability of the cash transfer schemes. Sir, although it provides political advantage to the ruling dispensation, also sometimes it is necessary to give cash transfer for empowerment of the people. For example, sir, the PM Kisan scheme aims to provide 6,000 rupees to the farmers so that their livelihood becomes financially
So now
viable.
can I ask you a question in a different way? Suppose you have been asked to eliminate one cash transfer scheme of all the cash transfer schemes which have been extended. Which in your opinion would be the scheme which you would not support? Which cash transfer scheme?
Sir, I think not the direct cash transfer, but from my opinion, sir, the fertilizer subsidy has to be combined with the PM Kisan Yojana, sir. Because, sir,
And the fertilizer prices should be
deregulated.
deregulated.
Sir,
And what is the logic to that?
sir, since 2012-13, the fertilizer prices have been regulated, and sir, the urea prices have become stagnant, and sir, it has led to excessive use of urea. Sir, it has not done many benefits to the Indian from the environmental perspective. It has
To the
done
soil
more.
fertility.
Yes, sir. So, sir, in a staggered manner, we can deregulate the urea sector, and in return, we can combine it with the PM Kisan Yojana so that even farmers get financial viability, sir.
And farmers do a frugal use of fertilizer, need-based use of fertilizer by using the money placed at the disposal. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Your answer is well taken. Now, you have got a gold medal in political science.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, this basic structure doctrine is supposed to be the very important doctrine.
Yes, sir.
Now, tell me, if a parliament does a constitutional amendment following all the due process of law, two-third majority of the state governments and the parliament, which impacts one of the components of the basic structure, will it be okay or will it be against the constitution?
Sir, this debate has been frequently raised where the parliament has followed the due process of law and created some amendments, but Supreme Court has subverted. For example, sir, in the NJAC Act, where Parliament tried to...
No, I'm not talking about a normal act.
Right, sir.
I'm talking about a proper constitutional amendment. I'm not talking about a legislative enactment. Legislative enactment is by the majority of the parliament. I'm talking about a constitutional amendment, two-third majority parliament, two-third of the state governments.
Sir, at times amendments may be driven by political motives also. So Supreme Court's responsibility is to maintain the sanctity of the constitutions. Sir, they watch it, the amendments.
Under what act and what law?
Sir, the constitution, the basic structure doctrine provides the guidelines for ensuring.
Basic structure is initiated in which article of the Constitution?
So it has not been mentioned explicitly, but it has been part of implicitly under the judicial independence ensured under
Is
article.
preamble a part of the basic structure?
Sir, the values of preamble are part of basic structure, sir.
So you cannot amend the basic structure. Therefore, you cannot amend the preamble.
So we can amend the basic structure provided we do not hinder the values that are underlying the constitution, sir.
This is a bit circular logic.
Yes, sir.
Eh? Think again before you formulate your answer.
I think, sir, in the Keshwanand Bharti case, the Supreme Court carried out that certain values has to be uncompromisable. So
Now, what I asked was, is preamble a part of the basic structure?
I think, sir, it is part of basic structure.
But then it was amended by a constitutional amendment, and the Supreme Court has upheld it.
So Supreme Court upheld it from the logic that it did not add anything new. It was implicitly within our constitution, and we have just made an explicit expression of the same.
So same thing can be used in other amendments also. Okay, I'll stop at this point.
Thank you, sir.
You called as what? Panchal?
No, sir, my name is Smith.
Smith. India's relations with its neighbors is not good.
Yes, sir.
You think China is responsible for it, or any other reason?
Sir, India's neighborhood first policy has seen challenges in the recent past. One of the most important reason can be China, because China has been trying to encircle India and stabilize the South Asian region. Besides this, sir, historical reasons can also be the factor here, since the region faces an unscientific boundaries and many unresolved boundary disputes are still there. It creates a difficulty for creating a South Asian consciousness, sir. And besides this, sir, there is lack of connectivity in the region, and the region has been low in economic and political cooperation, sir. These are the reasons why neighborhood has been unstable, sir.
Belt and Road Initiative.
Yes, sir.
Has China failed in its objectives?
Sir, since last 5 years, we have
What is the objective of Belt and Road Initiative?
Sir, it is the Xi Jinping's dream to revive the ancient Silk Route and to increase the connectivity of China to regions like South Asia, Africa, and even Europe, sir. Sir, the techniques used by the BRI under the BRI were to give very soft loans were given, but sir, recently we have seen that the countries that have opted for BRI have also faced debt trap in their sovereignty, and they have been also subjected to compromise on their values, sir.
Okay. What do you think is the reason for Taiwan not becoming part of mainland China?
Sir, there is a historical reason. Sir, Taiwan is a democratic elected, it poses itself as a democratic country, while the mainland China runs through a different ideology, that is a socialism, or more of Maoism is the ideology. So at the time of independence of China in 1949, the Democratic Front decided to move to the Taiwan, sir. So there is an ideological difference, sir.
Why have very few countries recognized Taiwan?
Sir, even India has reiterated its stance as one China policy. Sir, that could be multiple reasons. Sir, economic reason is one reason. China is a manufacturing hub, and many of the countries are economically interdependent with the China. And besides that, sir, political might of China is also increasing in the global space. So these are the two reasons I see, sir.
If China attacks Taiwan, what will India's role be?
Sir, any conflicts involving in the China if attacks Taiwan, India's stance should be on the side of peace. because India has always condemned the violence on any part, because it will also affect the democratic values also, sir.
Okay. One of the reasons given by people in the government for consumption not rising is that the private sector has not given it wages. The wages have not kept pace with their profitability. You agree with this?
I think, sir, private sector's expenditure not rising is also driven by the recent global slowdown. But, sir, I would have to read more about whether the wages were reduced. Sir, I am not
A
exactly aware.
report had come out saying that
Sorry, sir.
profits have risen considerably, whereas wages have not increased. Wages which are given by the private sector
Sir, I have to read
to
about
their
it. Sir.
employees.
Sir, I have to read about it, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Well, Smith, how do you see the resignation of Canadian Prime Minister affecting Canada's ties with India?
Sir, the last year we have seen diplomatic law between the relations between India and Canada. So the resignation of Canadian Prime Minister can open a window to revive the relations between the two countries, and we can revive the diplomatic channels and other cooperation with the Canada, sir.
Canada has drastically reduced the intake of foreign students. That was last year, and large number of our students go to Canada for higher studies. Do you see any change in this policy?
Sir, India has been one of the biggest provider of students to the Canada. So there has been rise of right-wing activists in the Canadian also, where they are accusing that the foreign students are taking away their jobs. But sir, I wouldn't stand with that because India or any other countries that are sending students have actually enriched the Canadian economy, sir.
So we hope that with the new Prime Minister, the diplomatic relations between the two countries will improve.
Yes,
Is that
sir.
what you are trying to say?
Yes, sir.
10 years of Jan Dhan Yojana, right?
Yes.
Give me the positives and give me the challenges.
So the first biggest positive is it has led to financial inclusion. So besides that, it has been instrumental in increasing direct benefit transfers, sir.
Yes.
So we have been able to transfer the funds directly.
Right.
Besides that, sir, access to capital is one of the factors, positives of the Jan Dhan
Yes.
Yojana. And sir, one aspect that is very important is more than 50% of the accounts are held by the women. So it has also been gender
Yes.
inclusive. So these are the positives. And
In
sir,
terms of banking infrastructure,
sorry sir, it has increased the banking infrastructure's reach to the rural areas also.
do you have the numbers? How many number of branches that have gone up in last 10 years? Number of ATMs that have gone up in last 10 years?
Sir, exactly.
But it has gone tremendously, isn't it? It
Yes,
has gone
sir.
pretty well.
Yes, sir.
There are some challenges, although you said all the nice things, and I agree with you, but there are some challenges also.
Sir, one challenge was seen during the demonetization, that these accounts were used to transfer the big amounts, and they were like the industrialists.
People should be happy the money was being distributed to the people with low
But-
balance.
But sir, with equally, they were taken back also, sir. And sir,
Okay, anything else? The fact is that more than 50 out of more than 50 crore accounts, about 10 crore accounts have become non-functional.
yes, sir.
That I think is a challenge.
Yes,
We
sir.
need to address that. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Coming to Gujarat, there's a particular tribe that lives within the Gir National Park.
Yes, sir.
What is that tribe? What is so special about it?
So there is a tribe called Siddhi community.
Yes.
It has its historic linkages with the African Africa, sir. And sir, Gujarat.
How
has-
did they come there from Africa?
I think, sir, it was during the British period. They were brought here as I think, sir, for plantation laborers and other regarding.
And they settled down there.
Yes, sir.
So they still continue to live in isolation, or they have merged with the Indian society?
Sir, they have assimilated very well in the Gujarat's community. And
They speak Gujarati.
yes, sir.
They marry outside the tribe.
Sir, usually their social structure is that they try to marry within the community, but there have been instances where
How
even-
has the Gujarati society accepted them? It has been a long time since they came, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Sir, Gujarati community have very positively reacted to their ways, and we have accepted their ways, and in fact they have adopted many of our cultures. They participate in the Garba, they participate in the
Really?
Navratri. Yes, sir.
That's very nice. Now, there was a proposal to translocate some of the lions from Gir forest to Madhya Pradesh.
Yes, sir.
What happened to that proposal?
Sir,
It was stalled. Why it was stalled?
So Gujarat government has stalled the project. Sir, the arguments were given like why the underlying factor could be that the Gujarat will lose tourism potential because it is the only place.
Gujarat will lose the exclusivity,
Yes, sir.
isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
So, Smith, you worked in an NSS cleanliness camp.
Yes, sir.
What is the difference between ODF, ODF plus and ODF plus plus?
Sir, I'm not aware of the exact, but open defecation free, the first goal was to reduce the open defecation. So for that reason, initial stage, the Swachh Bharat mission expediently created many toilets. Then sir, the ODF plus is to increase the overall sanitation of the region. But sir, exact differences I am unable to recall right now, sir.
Can we say the Swachh Bharat mission is a repackaged version of the total sanitation program?
Sir, it began as a movement, and it was much necessary need of the hour because our culture has been rooted in cleanliness, but there was a need to create a people-centric movement. So in a way, sir, it reinvigorated the movement needed, sir.
Okay. There has been a recent Lancet study which has linked to the reduction in child mortality and malnutrition to the Swachh Bharat mission. Could you connect these two things?
Sir, open defecation often leads to health-related problems, sir. So when they are defecating outside, they tend to get health problems, and it also increases their health expenditure. So overall, there is a poverty spiral related to that. So with the creation of the toilets, the sanitation has increased. So the women can be using the sanitized or clean places for defecation. So there is in this regard, there is a relation between a reduction of child mortality and infant.
All right. You have interest in tabla.
Yes, sir.
Now, how is Zakir Hussain? Why is Master Zakir Hussain his contribution towards the popularity of tabla and on a global stage? What has been his contribution?
Sir, the tabla maestro Zakir Hussain recently passed away. So, sir, Zakir Hussain has played an important role in taking the tabla to the international forum. So, the biggest contribution that we can attribute to him is his ability to combine both Western music with our traditional music. Sir, his band known as Shakti has been awarded 2 Grammys last year. And besides that, he was an extremely charismatic person, also an efficient teacher who could explain the tabla language in very simplistic tone, sir.
Now, coming to a little bit of economics, do you think India will be able to walk its path of fiscal consolidation in the year 2025-26?
So, given the budget estimates that we are seeing, I think, sir, we will be able to go on the path of fiscal glide. Fiscal consolidation can be done. But, sir, for that reason, we have to give importance to the fundamentals, like we have to rationalize some expenditure and increase the revenue share, sir.
And how does the recent numbers of GDP disturb that equation?
Sir, the recent GDP that has been forecasted, that it has reduced to 6.4% growth. It also showcases that due to the election year, the capex has been not up to the mark, and it has been missing the mark for 1.5 trillion rupees. So in that way, sir, expenses have reduced to this year, So it may impact the fiscal deficit, sir.
Okay.
One question.
Yes, sir.
You said that we will be able to retain the fiscal glide path. As per the fiscal glide path, the fiscal deficit for this year was fixed at 4.9,
Yes, sir.
and for next year it is supposed to be 4.5. Do you think it will be prudent to keep it at 4.5 considering the overall economic situation?
Sir, considering the slowdown, I think we should actually increase the public expenditure, that is the capex. So if we are missing for a 1 year, but
If you are going to increase capex
yes, sir.
and your GDP growth is going to be lower than expected,
So, but the capex will has the potential to carry out the crowding effect. So even the private expenditure will increase in this regard. So overall GDP can also be
crowding
corrected.
out or crowding in?
Crowding in, sir, provided it is an use in the productive sectors like infrastructure, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you would like to keep the fiscal deficit at 4.5?
Sir, to maintain the overall fiscal health of the country, we can increase the public expenditure. That is, I am saying.
No, no. My pointed question is on fiscal deficit.
Sorry, sir, I am.
Okay. Thank you, Sumit.
Thank you, sir.
Just wait outside. When is your interview, Smith?
So 15 January, sir.
Oh, both of you are at the same time, eh?
Who is that?
The earlier one also.
Okay, sir.
Acha, and have you ever given a UPSC interview earlier?
No, sir, this is the first interview.
And what attempt is it?
Second attempt,
Oh,
sir.
lovely. Just wait outside, Smith.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
We'll
sir.
call you in a minute.
Okay, sir.